The Auburn Tigers are making bold moves this offseason, looking to rewrite their narrative after a disappointing 5-7 campaign in 2024. With head coach Hugh Freeze at the helm, the program is aggressively reshaping its roster, securing a major transfer to inject new life into its lineup. This high-stakes gamble could be the key to reviving Auburn's SEC ambitions, but skeptics wonder how it will influence the Tigers' 2026 recruiting strategy and overall future. Will this high-profile addition be the missing piece to propel Auburn back into contention, or will it be a short-term fix with long-term consequences? The Hugh Freeze era at Auburn is entering a pivotal phase, and the Tigers' head coach isn't wasting any time assembling a roster capable of competing in the cutthroat SEC. After a disappointing 5-7 campaign in 2024, Freeze has gone all in on the transfer portal, landing former Oklahoma quarterback Jackson Arnold, a former 5-star recruit with untapped potential. Reminiscent of Bo Nix's career resurgence at Oregon, Arnold's arrival couldn't come at a better time for an Auburn offense that sputtered last season, finishing 10th in the SEC in scoring. But he's far from the only new weapon. Freeze has secured 19 transfer commitments, including 4 ranked in ESPN's top portal additions. Explosive Georgia Tech wide receiver Singleton Jr., massive offensive tackle Xavier Chaplin, a former Wisconsin standout, and lockdown corner Rayon Strader from Middle Tennessee. The impact of these moves is already reverberating beyond the 2025 season. Auburn is making serious waves in the 2026 recruiting cycle, securing a June official visit from 5-star offensive tackle Immanuel Iheanacho, the number 3 overall prospect in his class. As recruiting analyst Ryan Harris noted, this could be one of the most important visits of the year for the Tigers' future. Freeze's strategy is clear. Blend high-impact transfers with elite high school talent to accelerate Auburn's return to relevance. If Arnold lives up to his potential, he could form a dangerous connection with rising sophomore receiver Cam Coleman, giving the Tigers the offensive firepower they've lacked. Meanwhile, Chaplin's addition solidifies an offensive line that must improve after allowing 34 sacks last season. The stakes couldn't be higher. In the new 12-team college football playoff era, Auburn is positioning itself as a program on the rise. But in the SEC, where Georgia, Alabama, and Texas are reloading with elite talent, the margin for error is razor thin. Will Freeze's aggressive portal approach pay off? Can Arnold become the next great transfer QB success story? And will wins on the field translate to recruiting victories like landing Iheanacho? One thing's certain. Auburn football is trending in the right direction, but the real test begins this fall. For Tigers fans, the message is clear. Buckle up. This could be the start of something special, or a cautionary tale about the risks of portal-heavy rebuilds. Either way, all eyes will be on Jordan-Hare Stadium in 2025. The Tigers' ambitious roster overhaul could reach new heights if 5-star tackle Immanuel Iheanacho chooses Auburn, potentially transforming their offensive line into a powerhouse. His dominance in the trenches would provide crucial protection for transfer QB Jackson Arnold, while creating running lanes for explosive back Jeremiah Cobb, addressing 2 major weaknesses from last season's 26-sack campaign. This potential infusion of elite talent comes at a pivotal moment. A successful 2025 season featuring Arnold's arm talent behind Iheanacho's protection could catapult Auburn's 2026 recruiting class from its current number 15 ranking into the nation's elite. The Tigers are already making waves by fending off heavy competition for key targets like linebacker JaMychal Garrett, who's being aggressively pursued by Texas A&M and Miami. Yet significant questions linger about Freeze's portal-heavy strategy. With 55 transfers in 2 years but no breakthrough season to show for it, concerns about team chemistry persist. The program faces a make-or-break scenario. If Iheanacho picks Oregon or LSU instead, or if the new transfers struggle to mesh, Auburn could find itself stuck in SEC purgatory. The whispers coming out of SEC coaching circles tell a compelling story. Hugh Freeze's Auburn Tigers might be the conference's sleeper team in 2025. Multiple anonymous coaches speaking to Athlon Sports painted a picture of a program that has quietly assembled the pieces for a potential breakthrough season. What they've done in just one offseason is impressive. One SEC offensive coordinator admitted, Arnold gives them something they haven't had. A quarterback who can actually stretch the field vertically. When you pair that with Singleton's speed and their improved offensive line, suddenly you're looking at an offense that can keep defensive coordinators up at night. The defensive improvements have drawn equal praise. Their front seven could be sneaky good, noted a rival defensive line coach. They've added length and athleticism on the edges, and Durkin's scheme is perfect for the personnel they've brought in. If their offense can stay on the field longer this year, that defense could be top 25 caliber. Perhaps most telling is the respect Freeze has earned from his peers for his roster construction. He's playing chess while some programs are still playing checkers, an SEC West head coach observed. The way he's balanced high school recruiting with portal additions shows he understands modern roster management better than most. Still, challenges remain. As one coach cautioned, they're not Alabama or Georgia yet, but the gap has definitely closed. If Arnold plays to his potential and they stay healthy up front, they could spoil someone's season. With fall camp approaching, the Tigers appear to have answered their most pressing questions. Now comes the hard part, translating off-season hype into on-field results. As one SEC assistant put it, they've got the pieces. Now we'll see if Freeze can put the puzzle together. The college football world will be watching closely when Auburn takes the field in September, with many wondering if this is indeed the beginning of a new era on the plains, or another chapter of unfulfilled promise. One thing is certain, after years of frustration, hope has returned to Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Hugh Freeze Redemption Tour begins September 5th under the bright lights of Waco, where Auburn's revamped roster will face its first major test against a dangerous Baylor squad. Opening on the road against a Big 12 opponent gives us immediate clarity about where we stand, Freeze told supporters at the Jimmy Rain Foundation banquet. The Baylor clash kicks off an intriguing schedule that features 2 tune-up games before Auburn dives into the meat grinder of SEC play. A 7-game conference stretch that will ultimately determine whether Freeze's aggressive roster overhaul pays dividends. The third-year coach didn't shy away from bigger-picture discussions about college football's evolving landscape. With the SEC adopting new scheduling rules requiring at least one power conference opponent, Freeze offered a radical playoff proposal that would dramatically reshape the postseason. Why are we clinging to outdated models? Freeze challenged. In the NFL, a 9-7 team can get hot and win a Super Bowl. Why can't an 8-4 SEC team that's battled through the nation's toughest schedule have that same opportunity? His solution? Eliminate conference championship games and implement a selection system pitting the SEC's top 8 teams against the best of the Big Ten and other power conferences and playoff qualifiers. The proposal clearly serves Auburn's interests. A program that hasn't posted a winning record since 2020, but could benefit from expanded postseason access. The scheduling gods gave Auburn no favors with consecutive road trips to Georgia and Alabama looming in November. But Freeze appears energized by the challenge, telling supporters, "This team has the talent to surprise people. We've addressed our weaknesses, and now it's time to prove we belong in the SEC elite." As the college football world prepares for the new 12-team playoff era, Auburn's season opener at Baylor takes on added significance. A strong showing could validate Freeze's roster rebuild and build momentum before SEC play.